Hello and welcome back to F1 22 Driver Career Mode. My name's Chris and today it's the Miami Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the Imola Grand Prix last round, go check that one out because that was interesting, shall we say. It was eventful, so yeah, go check that one out if you haven't already. Anyway, moving on, here's what the championship looks like at the moment. 34 points for us, currently sat in 5th position. Lando Norris absolutely running away with this championship, 42 points clear of anybody else at the top. And that's his teammate that he's clear of, so dominant performance from him so far. Pierre Gasly, our teammate, and is 7th, so bit of a slow burner this one, but hopefully it will ramp up and we'll be able to climb up the table and challenge for the championship as the races go on. We've still got plenty to go. Only done 3 races so far. So yeah, we'll see what happens as we head into Miami. We've had mixed fortunes around this track. Some races have been good, some races have not been good. We'll see. Anyway, we're looking at some upgrades before we go, and an ultimate fuel efficiency upgrade is definitely in order because we quite often have under-fueling issues where we actually haven't underfueled the car and yet we still run out, so yeah, definitely need to have a look at that. Onto the track we go then for the first qualifying session, and this track is a tricky one. It's all over the place in terms of what it demands from the car. It's got the long back straight, the Mickey Mouse section, the twisty section in sector 1, so yeah, it's a funny one, this one, but decent performance so far. P4. We are going again because we don't feel like we're safe. I will add that this is the same set of tyres, given the tyre allocation now. We've only got 3 sets of softs, so this is the same set. But we are improving. 2 tenths up, 3 tenths up now as we head onto the back straight. A purple sector 2. Into the final corner, almost 5 tenths up now, so we should be pretty safe to get ourselves into Q2 as we come round and across the line up into P2 by only 4/100, so we'll take that. Carlos Sainz tops the session then, and Charles Leclerc just below us in P3. Decent session. Lando, again, not very far away, and I'm sure he'll switch it on as we head into the later sessions, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, headed into Q2, you'll notice something here. As I hit that braking zone, my foot was flat to the floor, but I didn't have full brake pressure. And again, as we head into this one, flat to the floor, you can see here on my wheels control panel, the brakes aren't working properly, so that was fun. Anyway, I tried to clean it and head back into qualifying, but yeah, we may not have seen the last of that one, unfortunately. But anyway, into Q2 we go. Trying our best to do something. We have managed to set a lap. We're currently sat in P3, so it's not all bad. We're getting a bit held up here on our second run, which is unfortunate, but we should be safe. That said, coming out of sector 2, we are in the green, so as long as that AlphaTauri doesn't get in the way in the final sector, we might still improve. We might still improve here. Going around the outside? Not quite. Not quite, but we are improving, which is the main thing, so we should be good. Only good enough for P7, I think, though, once everybody else had finished their laps and improved. P7 into Q3, easily, comfortably by, wow, 5 tenths at Oscar Piastri, looks, so don't think it was ever in doubt. Carlos Sainz again tops the session. Lando Norris down in P4, that's interesting. He might not be so dominant here. We love to see that. Anyway, drivers were losing. Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, Sergio Perez, Kevin Magnussen and Yuki Tsunoda. Sergio Perez is having a tough start to this season. Anyway, we are back out in Q3. And you'll notice I'm stopped on the track here because my brakes have broken again. Look at this. I've got my foot flat to the floor. I'm trying everything to figure out, like, come on, give me full brake pressure. But it's not happening. I know that you can change the dead zones and stuff, but yeah, I've already got mine quite high. So that's it. Qualifying over, I couldn't do anything else. So P10 for us with brake issues. Lando Norris, there he is, on pole position for the race by 3/10 as well. It's not even a little bit. Carlos Sainz in P2, Charles Leclerc in P3. It's great to see we've got 3 or 4 teams at the top here battling for this championship. I know Lando's currently running away with it, but we're in it.
Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Grand Prix. This exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the National Football League outfit, the Miami Dolphins. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Daniel Ricciardo and Ocon, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso and Marshall, Verstappen, Albon, Sergio Perez and Magnussen, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Lance Stroll and Robert Schwartzman, Joe and Nicolas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Well, we've got a bit of work to do, haven't we? P10 start for us, which is less than ideal. Probably our worst. It can't be our worst start, can it? Because we were back in the grid at Imola, so not the worst start, but it's up there. Fernando Alonso in front. Also, I think I said in the last episode, just putting that Haas in places it doesn't really belong. It's a decently quick car, but it's, yeah, wild. Anyway, Piastri in front, and Pierre Gasly just over there. So this is going to be a tough one, but we'll see what we can do as we wait for everybody else to line up on the grid. Here we go then, 5 red lights coming on. And we're underway for the Miami Grand Prix. Good start from Lando Norris, but Carlos Sainz as well got a cracking start, and he might be challenging him into turn 1. I can't see. Look at that. There he goes. Carlos Sainz into the lead as we head into turn 1. We're getting harried here by Max Verstappen on the outside. Fernando Alonso has parked it on the apex, and we just haven't got anywhere to go. But we do keep Max behind as we head into lap 1. How are we going to manage this one then? Are we going to get past the Haas nice and early, or what's going to want to happen? I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds. Here's Max Verstappen then. Look how wide I'm going here, just trying to open up the corner, get a really good exit, and hopefully get past Fernando Alonso as we head down this back sort of twisty straight, I want to call it. It's not straight, but it's flat out. So DRS isn't on yet, but we can deploy a bit of battery. Are we going to send it down the inside as we head? Yes, we are. Into the corner. Down the inside on Fernando Alonso, hang it around the outside here, and we're up into 9th place. Esteban Ocon up next. You can see as well on the timing tower that Robert Schwartzman has just got past Lance Stroll, so good stuff to see there as well. Ocon next, and we know that McLaren's quick, but he doesn't seem to be extracting everything out of it.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Oh, I'm very alert. On to lap 2. Like I said, that McLaren is very, very quick. We've seen that with Norris, but Ocon just doesn't seem to be able to extract everything out of it. He's fighting this one though, but we're going to go down the inside like we did with Fernando, and we are up into P8, no problem. The clouds are getting very grey. I do think, oh, a bit of a wobble there. I do think there's rain forecast later on in the race. That could play into our favour, as long as our brakes behave. I did manage to get them sorted, so hopefully they'll stay sorted. Fastest lap for us, on to lap 5. And we're currently sat in P8, Oscar Piastri in the Renault just ahead. Gasly doesn't seem to be really moving forward. Everybody's kind of, apart from Carlos, making that great overtake at the start as we go round the outside on Piastri. Look at the overspeed we've got there, but he's fighting it. And we are going to come out on top of this one. But there's a big long straight here. Oh, we've gone a bit deep there. Over the curb. I'm surprised we didn't get floor damage on that one. Really wide there, but yeah, as I was about to say, there's a big long straight here, and Piastri could be challenging, but he's not, because we've got DRS on Gasly ahead. Are we going to go down the inside here, really? That was a bit of a half-hearted move, that one, and it didn't work out. Pierre Gasly, quite rightfully so, stuck to his line and closed the door, so didn't really work out, but it is what it is. We've got plenty of time. It's early in the race, 29 laps here. We're only on lap 7. Carlos Sainz is still out in the lead at the moment, which is good for us because he'll be taking points off Lando Norris. But we're gonna sail by Pierre Gasly. Oh, hello. That was a bit aggressive coming across the track like that.
P6. You've moved up into P6.
And up we go into P6. Daniel Ricciardo is the next target. Get it slowed down just about. Here's Pierre Gasly just behind us. Is he going to? He's going to get DRS, obviously, and he's going to go for the overtake. This could cost us. We really don't need to be fighting him, to be honest. We just need to be getting through the field. He has a little look, but he's not quite made it stick on this occasion. Anyway, DRS from Daniel Ricciardo, which is nice. We didn't have that on the way down the back straight, so we've got a bit of DRS and managed to catch up. We're obviously very, very quick in a straight line in this car. I think our probably weaker area is the twisty stuff, which is tricky, but we can work on that. We can bring upgrades and hopefully develop that away. So are we going to go for a move here on Daniel Ricciardo? Closing. DRS open. Outside or inside? I think it's going to be the inside on this occasion. We go down the inside. But we backed out of it for some reason. I think the thinking here is that I don't want to give him DRS on the back straight. Let's just wait for the straight. Get DRS from Daniel and then just go for it, and we can clear him that way, and that probably makes a bit more sense, to be fair. So we're going to get DRS here. Look how much battery we've got as well, so we might as well use it and just sail on by. Here we go, past Daniel Ricciardo and up into P5, but we've got deep, we've gone so deep there into the final corner. He's going to come back at us. Up the inside he goes. And we're back down into P6. Not ideal, but it could have been worse. Leclerc is up there in P4. There's a bit of a gap to that front train at top 4. Oh, he's locked up. He's locked up into turn 1, and we've made contact, and we've got wing damage. That's not going to help our race whatsoever. And Pierre Gasly's on our tail as well, only a tenth behind. So we're going to have to be careful. You're going to see how wide the car wants to go with that wing damage. This is going to be fun now, isn't it? Yeah, Gasly's going for a move here. That's ballsy. Bit of a wobble, but we have kept him at bay.
Strategy available on the MFD.
So we're being offered
Copy that.
a new strategy, but
Okay,
it's
clear.
only a little bit of wing damage. Yellow flag back there. Who's that? Looks like a Red Bull. Sergio Perez potentially. I mean, it can't be Leclerc. He's up ahead, so Sergio Perez could be out of this race by the looks of things. But we'll see. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, there you go.
Information on Perez. Okay, they're out of this race.
Sergio Perez is out. We're going to go for another overtake on Daniel Ricciardo down the back straight. This time, nice and easy. Do we make the corner? I mean, what's an apex? We've gone deep again, but we do manage to keep him behind on this occasion. George Russell on the podium. Who'd have thought? Is he going to go for it here? He is. Look at the send from Daniel Ricciardo down the inside into turn 1. And we just keep swapping places for 5th. And we just, yeah, we can't keep it on the track apparently. So we've lost another position. And Pierre Gasly's back up into P6. And Piastri's thinking, I'll have a go at this as well. Managed to keep him just about at bay for now, but he's going to get DRS from us. And we're not going to get DRS from Gasly here. We've just fallen outside the DRS range. But later on in the lap, we seem to have incredible straight line speed, and we have caught back up. And who's that going straight on? That's Daniel Ricciardo. And that means we can go around the outside of our teammate. So we shall. And up onto lap 11. What are brakes? Straight on we go. Another wobble out of turn 1. I'm going to attribute that to the front wing damage. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe the combination of tyre wear and the wing damage. Round we go on Daniel Ricciardo yet again on the back straight. Get it slowed down this time? We do. And I think finally we might have that move sewn up. Hopefully, because I don't want to see it again. And yeah, on to lap 12. Good, nearly a second ahead of him now. And off we go. On with the leaders. Carlos Sainz comfortably leading this race from Lando Norris as they come into the final corner. And what? Carlos Sainz, from the lead of this race, has just spun it. There he is, just parked there. Nothing he can do. You could see I was tentatively looking at pitting here.
Strategy available on the MFD. Okay, watch your pace. We've been informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles on the track.
I was thinking, could be a safety car here. So I was tentatively looking at the pit lane, and I was thinking, I'll give it a sec, and if it doesn't happen, then we might not pit. But unbelievable timing for us. Safety car out. Hard tyres on. The safety car's come in now a few laps later. And we are underway once again for green flag. Running down the inside of not one, but 2 cars. There's the Clerlet. And that just tells you how much this safety car period has helped us. Norris up in P5. He inherited the lead, which means there's 4 cars in front of him that haven't come in under the safety car. This has worked out a treat for us. There could be a win here on the table as we have a look round the outside of the Red Bull. He just smashed into Norris there, and that will give him wing damage. So in he comes, and I think that's Ocon pitting as well. Yep, there he goes, off the mediums. Gasly into the pit lane as well, and that puts us into P2. And what can we do to chase down Lando Norris? We know that he's quick. We're both on the same tyre here. Both same age, so have we got the pace in this car to catch him? And it looks like the answer is yes. On to lap 19. We're well within the DRS range. Lance Stroll is out in the Aston Martin. That's unfortunate. Charles Leclerc, after that collision with Lando into the final corner, just rolling around at the back of the grid. Are we going to go for the lead here? I think we are. Around the outside on Lando Norris. He's going to keep his foot in, and well, it's side by side as we come through here, this tricky little section that we will call the Mickey Mouse section, and Lando will keep the lead for now, but we're about to get DRS here as we head onto the big long back straight. If we can get a good exit, deploy a bit of battery, we could take the lead of this race. DRS is open. I think we're going to do it. Around the outside. Almost. Maybe into turn 1 is a better place to do it, because then we won't give him DRS for at least, well, until the end of section 1 if we can't get out of the DRS range. But we're going to go down the inside into turn 1, and we are just about, well, we were up into the lead, but we've conceded the position. Didn't quite manage to get it stopped in time and really compromised our exit. So Lando keeps the lead for now, but this is thrilling. I think we're going to get a good race to the end. We've got 9 laps to go. can we pull out of the bag a P10 to P1? That would be sensational. We're going to go for it again. Bit of DRS, bit of ERS. I mean, we've caught him before the DRS is even open. Pull to the outside. And thank you very much. That is the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. We take those. Is he there? He is there, but we are going to keep hold of it for now. Alonso having a sensational weekend up in P4. Verstappen in the Williams up in P5. That safety car has shaken things up somewhat. You can see on the minimap as well. Not just the Red Bull, but you've got Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon as Lando Norris comes sailing past me on the straight, but we're going to keep our foot in a little bit later than he does. But he has got the move done, and we lost the lead of the race. Lando Norris back up into the lead. As I was saying though, Esteban Ocon and Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly all just trailing around at the back. They absolutely got shafted by that safety car and not being able to pit under it. I don't know why we didn't double stack, to be honest, but it is what it is. So yeah, those front runners just pootling around at the back. And we're going to go for it again on Lando Norris, round the outside. Thank you very much. Not thank you very much. He's still there on the left-hand side, but looks like we've got the grip and the traction to... Whoa, never mind. What is grip and traction? Who knows? We have a wobbler there. That's probably going to invite him back. Look, he's so close as we head onto the straight. There's no question. This is his time to shine, and off he goes into the distance. But can we get him back into the final corner? No, we're gonna. Oh, he locks up there. We think twice and just sit behind with the DRS. I reckon that's probably the smarter move. I mean, we keep trading places. We're gonna go down. Oh, bit of contact there from Lando Norris. Moved over. We sort of moved to the right a little bit, and wheel banging. That's not really what you want to see in terms of a rivalry, but we're through. We're back up into the lead of this race. I can't quite keep up with what's going on here, to be honest. 1 minute we're in P1, then P2, and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's an exciting race. Purple sector 2, we take those. Can we pull away now? That's what we want to know. We're not using any battery. I was a bit wary about using battery because obviously the AI are incredibly strong on the straights, and we've bottled that one, haven't we? Straight past the corner, and there goes Norris back into the lead. Not ideal. With all that said, we're going to go for it into turn 1 yet again. Down the inside we go. Can we actually hold it this time? Yes, we can, because he's locked up and he's gone straight on. So we are in the lead, but still only a little bit. Like, he just has incredible pace, incredible traction out of the corners that we just can't really compete with. So it's going to be a difficult race to hold on to, I think, as we head down the back straight. Can we get it stopped? Not really. It seems to be a bit of a trend around this race, doesn't it? And Lando Norris, once again, up into the lead of this race, but it's not over. As we come back down into turn 1, can we get him to make a mistake again? No, a bit more contact, bit of wheel banging, bit of side pod banging. I felt a bit bad about that one, so I gave him a bit of a wide berth on the exit, but he didn't take the opportunity, and we maintain the lead of the race for now. On to lap 27, we are still in the lead, but what's happened here? He's fallen right away here. I wonder if something's happened. He's now outside the DRS range, and all we've got to do now, if we can keep him out of DRS, is just nurse the car home and look after it, basically. Onto the final lap, into the final corner. 1.8 seconds now the gap, so I wonder what happened to Lando. I think he just got out of DRS and just couldn't bring it back, and that means we're going to win the Miami Grand Prix. Lando Norris in second, George Russell on the podium for Renault.
We did it! Good job, we did it!
That was a race and a half, that was full of ups and downs.
again a phenomenal Miami Grand Prix, and what a great show of skill from our race winners today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know? I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it's fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
And there it is then. Finally, since we move from Renault or Alpine to Mercedes, we got a race win. Sensational. And hopefully that means we've arrived to fight for this championship. We've got a way to catch up, but I have faith. The car is sort of coming towards me a little bit. It felt very strange in Bahrain. It's obviously a completely different power unit package to what we've been used to in the Renault. But we're getting there. And we win the race with fastest lap, 26 points. We take those. Lando Norris in second place. George Russell in the Renault, putting it on the podium. He's been very, very quick in that Renault. So he could be a challenger as well. Charles Leclerc still managed to beat his teammate, despite the fact that he ended up at the back. Anyway, championship-wise, McLaren are running away with the constructors, but it's a long way to go. It's early in the season. We can still do this. We can still win our second World Championship in this season. We'll see how it unfolds. Canada's next. Canada is always a good race. I love that track. So join me for that one. And if you did like this video, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, drop us a little comment, and I'll see you next time.